Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel of mprugs.com. Hope you and your family are doing well. In today's episode, and this is very special for those of you that are passionate about handmade carpets, whether it's the Persian rugs, whether it's a Turkish rug. If you are, like me, an absolute fanatical when it comes to anything that's handmade with the rugs, I got three amazing, very special pure silk carpets that I'm going to be featuring in this video. I hung them up, and as is always the case with pure silk rugs, no matter how you display them, they look horrible when you put them basically hanging up, when you hang them up and you show them to the cameras. But I'm going to be featuring videos of them. I'm going to talk about them a little bit. Three amazing, stunning, basic masterpieces that are basically an art that is no longer being practiced. This is basically, with the exception of the Octagon piece, here we have two older pieces. These are perfect examples of the lost art. We have an older Turkish Hereke rug. This is the smallest of the three, and it is also by far the most valuable, the most difficult one to weave. This is a rug that has over 6 million double knots per square meter. I'm going to talk about it more later on. I'm going to show you some pictures, absolutely stunning. Then in the far right, this is the one that is what I call the ugly duckling. This is an absolute gorgeous masterpiece. This is unfortunately one of the hardest types of Persian rugs to find. As you can see in the picture, this is an octagon. But what is absolutely stunning is you see the video, you can see how it looks discolored. You really can't even make out the design. This is what it looks like from the very light side. When you look at it from the dark side, you see this stunning masterpiece. This is a piece that we were able to find for a client of ours, and it's going to be literally boxed up as soon as I'm done taking the video. But I wanted to showcase this rug alongside this older Hereke. And then we have a very special Kashan. This is a pure silk Kashan. This is actually a bit of a mystery. So for those of you that are passionate about the Persian rugs, this is an 80-year-old pure silk Kashan that has a very unique signature. And we were able to, we know, and we can also tell by the condition of the rug and everything that this rug was made in the Persian calendar 1321. Today, at the time this video is taken, the end of 2023, right now it's the year 1402 in Iran. So 1321, we're talking about a rug that's about 80 years old. It was actually, according to the signature, the date, the year, we're looking at a rug that was woven sometime around 1942. And given the fine density of this rug, this is a rug that features approximately 1.4 million knots per square inch. This is what is known as a 1212 quality. Comes out to be a little bit about over 900 knots per square inch. Absolute masterpiece, but it is also completely untouched, and this is also extremely rare in Persian rugs to find old masterpieces that have never been repaired, restored. Nothing was ever done, no repairs. The fringes, and this is also a sign, this is something that you look for when it comes to older rugs. When you look at the fringes, you will notice the fringes were never cut open. These are the original fringes with the rug, and they were left there basically dreaded. And this is something that you expect to, this is something that tells you that this is basically untouched, unrestored. And that changes the value. It's almost like um, older, whether it's jewelry or anything. If you have something that is old, it is always better to leave it in the condition that it's in. Well, in most cases, better to leave it than it is to have it restored or touched up or anything, because it changes, it takes away the antique nature, the old nature of it. In this case, you have an 80-year-old rug that is literally untouched, and this means a great deal to collectors. But like I said, we have the two Persian rugs. Then we have this older, this is about roughly 1970. We have this little Hereke rug that I'm also going to showcase in the little videos and everything. Like I said, for those of you, and you know who you are, if you're passionate about your Hereke rugs, this is an actual genuine 25-25 quality. What that means for those of you that are new to handmade carpets is that this Hereke features 25 Turkish knots. These are double knots per centimeter. 1 centimeter, 25 double knots. Or 6,250,000 double knots in 1 square meter. Now this rug right here measures 49 by 42 centimeters. And this is typically, this is actually even though it's a small rug, because of its quality and the amount it takes to weave this type of rug, it's actually large. Most of the time, rugs of this caliber, of this type of quality, they are made they're oftentimes made literally 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters, because you're looking at a rug that costs as much as a Mercedes right now. This is without this rug, this tiny little rug, which is even smaller than a doormat, is more expensive than not only both of these rugs combined, but this, for the amount of money that you can be paying for this rug right here, you can easily buy yourself a Mercedes. And just to give you an example, 49 by 42 centimeters, you can see that by the picture. I took it, we were able to get my camera to take a picture over the magnifying glass so you can actually count the knots. And this is along the top and bottom, left and right, and you can see it right there. We zoomed it up. This is as good as we can possibly make it. We're looking at a rug that is 2,000, and just so you know, I've done the math. 49 times 42 is 2,058 square centimeters. Given the fact that this rug has 625 knots per square centimeter, you multiply the two numbers together, you got 1,286,250 knots. Well, then you add little things along the bottom here and all that, the kalim and all that. We're basically looking at 1.3 million double knots for this tiny rug right here. This rug right here was woven back in the old days under a magnifying glass by a master weaver, and it would take well over a year to weave. Just this tiny rug. So you figure out, and for those of you that have watched my videos, you know, just so you know, even though, yes, I'm a little bit older, I still like my Doc Martens. And whenever I wear them, as I do every single day, I always put them in a double knot. And I always complain about the fact that, well, that's what I do. So I whine and complain about having to tie, well, my boots. That's a double knot. This one has 1.3 million of them. So I don't know how in the world they were able to do it. I don't know how they had the patience for it. The design, it's the sad autumn design. This is a variation of it. It's a very popular design in the old days that it was pioneered by the Aussie Pack workshop. If you look at our website, you will see lots of other examples of it. But like I said, for those of you that are into the handmade rugs, this is something that you will probably never see in person in your lifetime. This is the first time ever, and I have been featuring the Hereke rugs for years. My cousin and I were passionate about them. This is the first time that we were able to get our hands on with permission of our elders, because when these are not cheap. But being that we're passionate about them, we always dreamed of being able to have a genuine piece, not the newer, the Chinese imitation ones, the old genuine pieces. Here you have one. Double signature, as was customary back then. And again, I'm going to be featuring the video for you in a little bit. The same thing with the Gombat rug. So to basically um, do these real quick, I want to do the videos. Before I get started, I just want to point out to you, as I always do, as this channel is all about handmade carpets from around the world. And I have not only clients to our website at mprugs.com, but I also have viewers from around the world who oftentimes have questions about rugs that they have. So I want you to know, below in the description is a link to my videos. And one of them is about the type of pictures I need if you have questions about a rug that you may own and you want to know whether it's genuine or not. Watch the video below. It shows you what type of pictures I need, the size and the angles and everything. Send me you can email us, and then I can just look at the pictures and give you a quick answer. Also, feel free to hit our subscribe button. I'm going to be coming, I typically do about a couple of videos a month. And one of the things I oftentimes do is, like in this case right here, we had this octagon piece that is literally a client of ours saw on our website, and I had it 4 years ago, sold it, and we used that picture to do some testing on our website, and all of a sudden the client called and said, Mike, I want that rug. And so I was able to find him a similar piece to it. This is the one that you see right here in this video. I couldn't even believe that I was able to do it. But thanks to our friends and everything, we spread the word, we're able to do it. So this is a rug that's going to be shipped out to our client. And I told him about it, and I told him I'm going to take this quick video because I want to feature this rug. This octagon piece, this gombat design is just absolutely stunning. And as you can see in the video, you have a rug. This is made by the Nuri workshop. This is one of the many workshops in Iran that is basically, they're gone. This is all thanks to the politics and economics and everything that's going on. As I mentioned in some other videos, over 90% of the workshops that made these types of high-end types of Persian rugs, they're out of business. They don't exist anymore. So, and there is a very good chance that we are literally witnessing the demise of the rug industry in Iran, the same way that economics and politics destroyed the rug weaving culture in Turkey, and nowadays you have a few tiny workshops. But here you have a gorgeous, a beautiful gumbat design, and as you can see me walking around the rug, the colors change, and this is really what the the Qum rugs are known for, and no better example of it than in this piece right here, which goes from a very light colored to almost a turquoise blue. And again, this one has about 600 knots per square inch. I have absolutely no doubt. My client is not deciding whether he's going to hang it on the wall alongside the other Qum rugs that he has purchased from us, or whether he's going to lay it on the floor. In either case, this is a showstopper. It is one of my own personal rugs, personal favorites. It is, I think, just an absolute stunning piece, and I had to feature it in this video right here. So for those of you that are into rare Persian rugs, you'll admit this is going to be about as rare as it gets. Now, next we have the Kashan. The Kashan, as you can see, it looks very traditional almost, but it has a floral design. As you can see in the video, the way, the quality and everything. This is an older rug. This is a rug that's about 80 years old. Absolutely stunning quality. It's just absolutely beautiful. The workmanship, but like I said, again, and even being that if you look at a map of Iran, you will see that Kashan is located between Qom, Isfahan, and so you'll see the colors and everything, and you can see the influence. You have some of the colors, some of the designs that come from the Isfahan region, mixed with the pure silk nature of the Qum rugs. You also have this unique signature, and this is really something that just absolutely stands out. Like I said, at the very top it says Kashan, and at the very bottom it has the year 1321, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. But like I said, what is unique about this piece is being as old as it is, and we can tell that by examining the fringes, examining the workmanship and the quality, is the fact that this is completely 100% untouched. This was never, and this is very, very important, because this basically doubles, if not triples, the value of a rug. When you have an old rug and you look at the fringes, and you can see that this is a rug that has literally been almost displayed as an art piece from day one. It has never been walked on. It has never been hung on a wall or anything. It was just displayed as an art piece, and we think that whoever owned it had it rolled up for many years, and they would simply do what we do basically, and just roll it out and display it whenever there was a time for it. Absolutely stunning to find a piece like that. Then lastly, we have this Turkish Hereke rug. And again, as I mentioned to you, this is a tiny rug. This is also, without a doubt, the most valuable rug. It is right now the most expensive. This is the finest, most valuable, most expensive, most over-the-top Turkish Hereke rug that we have in our collection. And it all boils down to the quality. 25-25 quality. Again, 25 knots per centimeter. This is Turkish knots. This is a rug that has two signatures, and these are all telltale signs. We look at the rug, we look at the fringes, and we can tell a lot about the condition, not only the condition of the rug and everything, on whether it's been restored, but more importantly, how the rugs, the age and provenance, everything about the rugs. We can tell by the signatures. In this case, we have two signatures. We have the Turkish, the Hereke word, and then you see it, we have it there also written in English and the Latin. And so we can tell what type of age and everything. We do not rely on paperwork. Paperwork can be forged. What cannot be forged is the type of silk that was used. And this is where years and years of experience comes in. I can tell you, just like I do when I take my car to a mechanic, that 9 out of 10 times a mechanic can listen to an engine and give you his gut instinct. And that gut instinct is not something that you can learn out of books. It simply takes years and years of examining rugs. And this is a perfect example of it. This is the finest Hereke rug that we have in our collection. And for those of you that are into the finer Persian rugs as well as the Turkish rugs, I figured I had to showcase this piece to you. So here you have it. 3 beautiful, absolutely stunning pieces. I had to display them to you. I am now going to be ending this video as we're going to be boxing this one up, sending it off to our client. And I'm going to be coming back to you with many more videos to come. In the meantime, I wish you and your family the very best. As I mentioned to you, lots of video links below in the description. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Let us know if you have any questions. And we'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.